Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Now, why Conor McGregor is going to lose this fight? Love him or hate him, Conor has created a abundant life. He's made major changes in his life and his story is inspiring. Now, I'm a fan of Conor and I like Conor, okay? And he brings a lot of nostalgia and a lot of motivation if you are, or if you were connected to his UFC up and coming fights and what really brought him into the spotlight. If you go onto YouTube, Spotify and listen to his motivational talks, then that stuff will inspire you. So I'm a big fan of where he came from, his journey, the resilience, and how he was able to pave a way for the next generation of fighters and show them what is truly possible. But we need to speak on Conor and how he has been over the last 5 years. Now, Conor McGregor is going to lose this fight. Like I said, I respect him. I'm a fan of him. But I cannot pick sides based out of emotion. I need to look at it for logic. And if you pick out of emotion, you're not going to see the situation clearly. And this goes for anything in life. Now, the way that Conor's been living, he's not respected the fight game. And it does not matter who you are, you need to respect the fight game. You cannot just piss about for 5 years, drink, party, take all sorts and expect there to go in and compete at the highest level. Your body is not going to be ready at that point in time. It's definitely not going to be loose, relaxed and able to perform how he used to perform. He's going to have to adapt, of course. Now, I want you to view it like Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Cristiano Ronaldo was a certain type of player for years. He was at the top of the game, and as he started to get older, he had to adapt. Now he's more of a striker. He sits there and he knows how to play that game now with the attributes that he has. Now, it's the same with Conor McGregor. He's going to have to adapt if he wants to have any success in this fight. He cannot go out and expect to perform like he did when he fought Eddie Alvarez and all those opponents that he beat in the past. He's a different guy now. He's lived a different lifestyle and he's just not going to be able to fight how he once used to fight. Now, don't get me wrong. Can he land a shot with the left hand and knock out Max Holloway? Of course, a fight's a fight. Anything can happen. But in terms of respecting the game, Max Holloway has been living and breathing it while Conor's been away. And if you want to perform at the highest level, you need to respect the game. And it's as simple as that. He's not been respecting it, and that's why he's going to lose. Yes, he's been respecting it in the fight camp, and he's been dabbling in the training, but it's a whole new level when you are living and breathing as a fighter. You cannot step away and expect to take over the world again, okay? Now, the second one is he cannot tap into the mindset that he once had. Now, do you blame him? No, because he has acquired millions, money, cash, right? He's built businesses. He's recognised as one of the major athletes in the world, but he's also got a huge following on social media. All this takes energy, right? All this takes focus, and it doesn't matter what he does. He cannot tap into that level of focus again because he's achieved the things that he set out to achieve. Now, he's going to have something in his mind that wants to go out and win and compete again, which he can do that, but not at the highest level. It does not work like that. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have lost your ability to focus on the task in hand with that intention, with that ruthlessness, right? And you don't have that, then you are going to be unaware that you don't have that, and you're going to get yourself hurt. Now, fighters competing at the highest level, they've got something to prove. They're trying to build the life that Conor has. They're trying to provide for their families. When you're at that level where you can provide and you've accomplished the goals that you set out to accomplish, you lose something along the way. If you have not been living the lifestyle, I'm not saying because you accomplish something that you're going to lose focus. If you accomplish something and you are an elite athlete, you're a high caliber man, right? You move on to the next goal. But what's happened here is Conor's accomplished, and he's eventually started to tailor off, and he's not been able to maintain the level that he wanted to. If you ask him truly, he's not been at the level that he's wanted to. The demons, whatever, have got in the way. Now, you can't blame him and you cannot hate on him. If you hate on him for that, then you're a fool, right? Because if you get handed the cash and the life that he has, you would have crumbled in the first day. So the fact that he has been able to withstand that and he's came back to fight a very dangerous opponent, you have to give respect to that because it's not an easy thing to do. Now, before I go on to the last point, the next thing I want to speak on, which I just spoke on there, is he's not coming back to fight an easy fight. So that shows you who he is. He wants to fight because he loves to fight, right? You get fighters like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. They're having easy fights before their major fights, or they're waiting years and years and years to fight a big fight. It's because they're running away from the truth. They don't want the hard fights. So you have to respect Conor McGregor going in to fight Max Holloway, who is a live killer, who is there to win, who is there to prove something. So you have to give and take your hat off to him there. Now, the next thing, right, is he just... It's hard to really word this. He might not want it the way that he thinks that he wants it. If his internal motivation is off slightly, he's going to get dangerously hurt. If he is doing this for validation, if he's doing this to please other people, if he's doing this because he wants to chase the buzz, then he is going to get hurt. The real motivation that he needs here is for legacy, is for pure love of the sport, is for pure love of the fighting game, is to build and develop himself. If his motivation isn't in that field of displaying that view, then he is going to get seriously hurt. And that'll be a sad, sad sight to see because he's achieved all he needs to achieve. To be honest, he doesn't need to come back into the fight game, but understand why he does. And if he feels he has more to give, then respect to him. But that is why I think Conor McGregor is going to lose. And not only that, his body is not going to be light and fast as it once used to be. And like I said, a 5-year layoff is a long time when your opponents have been training and fighting for titles multiple times in that 5-year space. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below because I'm generally interested to see how you think this fight is going to go. I don't think he's going to win. I think he's going to lose. But I do respect Conor and I respect the life and the journey that he has been on. And it's good to hear that he's changing his views and looking to progress spiritually and mentally, and he's looking to become the best that he possibly can. He's lived a tough life, he's got the results, and he's made a lot of mistakes along the way. But I don't think he's going to win this fight. Let me know your thoughts, comment in the comment section below. Max Holloway or Conor McGregor, but let me know why. Don't just tell me who, let me know your reason why. I'm interested to hear, and I'll see you all in the next clip.